Good day everyone.
How are you all?
I believe you all understand previous topics and assignments.
You do? Okay.
It is great to know that you understood and enjoyed the topic we had the last time.
Okay.
If you actually understood our last class work, who can remind me of the topic I taught you?
Yes.
I am waiting for your response. Good. Today let us be attentive and be focused as we continue from where we stopped in our last lesson. For emphasis' sake, we revised all the topics that we learned last term, such as farm machinery and implements, machine maintenance practices, problems of agricultural mechanization, prospects of agricultural mechanization, sources of farm power, classifications of crops and husbandry, that is, growing of selected crops. Please make sure you go through the revision and the topic for today after school hours. By doing so, you won't forget the topics. It will also help you forge ahead and understand the subject easily. If you will obey and do whatsoever I tell you to do this term, you will discover that learning can be fun. Thank you. The topic for discussion today is plant nutrients. Can you repeat after me? Plant nutrients. One more time. Good. Let me begin by saying nutrients are substances in form of mineral salts required by plants for their growth. There are about 17 mineral salts required by plants to grow well. These nutrients are divided into two groups. They are 1. Macronutrients minerals and 2. Micronutrients minerals. Let us dig deeper to know and understand each of these nutrients. 1. Macronutrient minerals. Macronutrients are mineral salts required in large quantities for plants to grow and their deficiencies can easily manifest on the plants. Examples of macronutrients are potassium, calcium, magnesium and sulfur and so on and so forth. 2. Micronutrients. Micronutrients are mineral salts required in small quantity for plant to grow well. Their deficiencies do not easily manifest in plants but can manifest on the animals feeding on such plants. Microminerals are also known as trace elements or minor molybdenum. Boron, zinc, cobalt, copper, chlorine, oxygen and hydrogen can all be grouped as trace elements. Please take note of this. Iron is a trace element in plants, but a major element in animals. Functions and deficiency symptoms of plant nutrients. 1. Nitrogen. Nitrogen is a major component of chlorophyll, the compound by which plants use sunlight energy to produce sugars from water and carbon dioxide, otherwise known as photosynthesis. It is likewise a major component of amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein. Factors affecting the availability of nitrogen. The following are the factors affecting the availability of nitrogen. 1. Temperature. 2. Air moisture. 3. Composition and condition of soil. 4. The activity level of soil organisms. Functions of nitrogen, N. The functions of nitrogen include the following. 1. It is essential for plant growth. 2. It is necessary for reproduction. 3. It is found protein, enzymes, hormones and protoplasm of living cells. 4. It is important for increase in the yield and quality of grains. 5. It also increases the number of leaves to root development. 6. It increases carbohydrate synthesis. 7.
It promotes vegetative growth. 8. It makes the leaf deep green in color, thereby encouraging photosynthesis. 9. It promotes the uptake of potassium and phosphorus by plants. 10. It is found in many organic compounds. 11. It is constituent of protoplasm. 12. It increases the size of grains in cereal crops. Excessive nitrogen. When nitrogen is too much or is in excess, it leads to the following underlisted points. 1. The excess of nitrogen leads to excessive vegetative growth. 2. It delays the fruiting and ripening of fruits. 3. It can delay maturity. 4. It weakens plant stems. 5. It causes lodging, especially in cereals. 6. It enhances disease attack in crops. 7. It may decrease resistance in grains. Deficiency of nitrogen. 1. The deficiency of nitrogen can cause stunted growth. 2. It makes older leaves turn yellow. 3. The deficiency of nitrogen tends to make the leaves drop. 4. It causes poor flowering/fruiting. 5. The stems become thin and chaffy, especially in grain crops. Sources of nitrogen. 1. Nitrogen can be found in fertilizers like ammonium trioxonitrate 5. 2. Symbiotic and non-symbiotic organisms in nitrogen fixation, for instance. Rhizobium. Leguminosarium. 3. Another source of nitrogen is through nitrification of certain compound by Nitrobacter and Nitrosomonas. 4. The action of thunder and lightning can also be sources of nitrogen. 5. Organic manures like compost, green manure are sources of nitrogen.
Loss of nitrogen. Nitrogen can be lost through 1. Denitrification of soil nitrates. 2. Bioerosion. 3. Leaching. 4. Crop removal. 5. Through burning. 6. Through nitrite. Potassium K. Potassium is an important plant nutrient required in large amount for the proper growth and reproduction of plants. It is considered second to nitrogen when it comes to nutrient required by plants, and is generally considered as the quality nutrient. Functions of potassium. 1. It regulates the opening and closing of stomata, therefore regulates CO2 uptake. 2. It triggers activation of enzymes that is important for the production of adenosine triphosphate (ATP). 3. It helps in correct development of plants. 4. It is important in the biochemical reactions in plants. 5. It is responsible for water and nutrient transportation, protein and starch synthesis. Sources of potassium. 1. Wood ash. 2. Organic manure. 3. Oil palm bunch. 4. Rock minerals like mica, feldspar and albite. Deficiency of potassium. 1. Weak and slender stem. 2. Retarded and delayed growth. 3. Premature leaf fall. 4. The margin of the leaves turn brown in plants. 5. Lodging in plants. 6. Stunted growth. 7. Delays maturity and reduces photosynthetic activities. 8. Quality of some fruits and vegetables is decreased. Carbon C. It is mostly found in form of carbon dioxide in the air and is about 0.03%. Functions of carbon. 1. Carbon dioxide is essential for photosynthesis. 2. Carbon is a major element in all organic food substances like carbohydrate, protein, vitamins and lipids. 3. Carbon is found in all living things. Deficiency of carbon. 1. Inability of plants to respire. 2. Food substances may not also be formed sources of carbon. 1. Through the respiratory action of plants and animals. 2. Decomposition of plants and animals. 3. Evaporation from water bodies like stream, river, lake etc. 4. Volcanic eruption. 5. Fertilizers like CaCO30 MgCO3 Zinc is one of the important micronutrients and an important constituent of several enzymes and proteins too. It is only needed by plants in small quantities. However, it is crucial to plant development, as it plays a significant part in a wide range of processes. Function of zinc. 1. It helps produce mottled leaves. 2. Small leaves are also produced. 3. Zinc reduces fruit bud formation. 4. The twig begins to die after the first year. Sources of zinc. Zinc can be sourced from fertilizers and manures. Excessive zinc. When zinc is in excess, iron may not be available to plants. We have come to the end of our lesson for today. Now that we have come to the end of today's topic, do you have any question? Let me ask again, do you have any area you want clarification based on the topic of today? If you have any question, ask me now. Okay. In the absence of any question, I will assume that you all understood the lesson. Class, do you understand today's lesson? If you say yes, then I will see you in the next lesson by the grace of God. I will now take my leave. Before I leave, if you discover later that you have questions to ask, write down the questions and ask me in the next class. We will discuss them and I will answer your questions before we learn something new. Thank you and good day.